Hi, I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me or you would like to support my channel, my Ko-Fi link is in the description. And if you haven't already heard, I am going to be going live here on YouTube September 30th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time if you want to come hang out and ask questions, and yeah, we'll just kind of see what happens. Anyway, so this video, I want to talk about when you're manifesting your specific person, when you're manifesting a relationship, because I have seen this quite a bit recently and I feel like I need to talk about it. Your imagination is the true reality. Whatever you tell yourself is true, and that is what you are experiencing in the moment. So if you are manifesting your SP and you're not in contact with them and you're wondering what they're doing and you don't know how you'll end up together and they live on the other side of the world and blah, 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 all circumstances, which I just did a video on like a few days ago, you're going to keep experiencing that. And you can literally experience anything you want to with your SP right now. Right now. But no, you're mad at them because they won't call you, they won't text you, and you don't know what they're doing, and you don't know if they like you. Yeah, you're right. All of those things. In your head, oh my God, they love me so much. We spend all our time together. So imagine that shit. Imagine when you get upset. Imagine what they would say to you to make you feel better. Tell that stuff to yourself now, imagining that it's coming from them. Stop getting mad at them for not being there, because you're the one who's creating that by thinking that they're not there in the first place. There's no reason for that. Imagine falling asleep in their arms at night. Imagine waking up in their arms in the morning. Imagine them saying the things you want them to hear now. Because you are God and you can imagine whatever the fuck you want to. All day long. About anything and anyone. But instead, you're choosing to focus on the things that they're not doing and how your life isn't the way that you want it to be, just because that's how the 3D is right now. But you have to remember, your 3D, your physical right now, is a manifestation of your old thoughts. So if you change your thoughts to something different, the 3D has to catch up. The more you do it, the faster it will happen. And the more you just get in the habit of telling yourself the things you want to hear, the less you give a fuck what the 3D's doing, and the more you just enjoy your present moment anyway. And this doesn't just go for SPs, but that was just the one that keeps coming up, of people being like, but this, but I wish they would just call me. I just want to talk to them. They would make me feel better. It's like, make yourself feel fucking better. But imagine it's them making you feel better if that's what you need to do. You can imagine whatever the fuck you want, and you're choosing to get even more upset because the 3D isn't what you want it to be. And the 3D is just a manifestation of your old shit. So you're creating your own misery. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Imagine what they would say to you. Imagine how they would treat you. Imagine how they would make things better. Imagine that they're saying that stuff to you now. If you're like, oh, they would make me a cup of tea, make yourself a cup of tea and pretend that they gave it to you in your imagination. Oh my God, they're amazing. They take care of me so well. Stop waiting for the 3D to give you the experiences that you want to have, when you can have them now. I know it's not exactly what you want, but by changing your mindset, that's what's going to get you what you want. Because as long as you continue to get triggered by the 3D and you bitch and moan and complain about how they're not doing the thing and how you have to manifest them, which I've talked about in my last video, guess what you're going to always be doing? Wanting them instead of having them. Do what you need to do to change your thoughts. Imagine what you need to imagine to make yourself feel better. All you have is the present moment. Your control, your power comes from the present moment. And the more you give your power to other things, other situations, circumstances at all, you have no fucking power. And you are going to continue the cycle that you are in indefinitely because you don't feel like you have power and you're not using it to your advantage. That is your choice. So take your fucking power back. Tell yourself the things that you want to be true are true now. Imagine your person doing what you want them to be doing now. If you were together right now, what would they be doing? Imagine that shit. Tell yourself that that's what's happening. But also, again, affirm. It's not the affirmations that are fucking manifesting. I've talked about this before. It is you telling yourself that things are the way you want them to be. Affirmations are a tool to help you when you are starting to think things that you don't want. It's like, no, they are so in love with me. Put whatever their name, whatever. But no, they absolutely love and adore me. So when you start thinking about how they're not doing what you want them to, no, they love and adore me, meaning they fucking love and adore me and they're not doing this shit that's pissing me off or whatever. That's what the affirmations are for. That's why you want to, if you think like I do, that's why I robotically affirm shit, because that's how my brain's working anyway. But I need to be focusing on the things I want to be true instead of what is currently happening. Because like I've said when I started my channel, you can confirm what's happening, or you can choose something else, which I would say is an affirmation. An affirmation is just a thought that is not currently happening in the moment. It's what you wish was true instead of what currently is. You get to pick which thought you're going to have. But whichever one you choose is what you're going to experience in the future. It's that simple. That is the law. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Love and light.